Thank you. And we welcome you to today's episode of the program, Good Morning, Abuja. I want to start that. If life gives you many reasons to break down and cry, show life that you have 1,001 reasons to stop that cry and to laugh. And that is why we are here on the program Good Morning Abuja, to put smile on your face, because the program is going to be informative, educative, and of course entertaining, because they say all works and no play make Jacks a dull ball, with our different segments lined up. Very interesting one today. So let's start the program this morning with our motivational talk to put us in the right frame of mind.
Life hacks on overcoming life challenges. We live in a world dissipated by war. There are illnesses, there are situations going on all around you, and you just will be wondering what exactly is going on. Why are we here on this earth? Why is God leaving things to happen the way they are happening? So the truth is that your entire journey of life is a trial, and this goes for everybody. Whatever situation that you are in is a trial. From your childhood period to your adulthood period, every stage you go through, every challenge you go through, every problem you pass through and overcome is a trial. The way you come out of it will only make you stronger. And the truth is, there is no permanent state of happiness in this world, but you can live your life in a way that makes people wonder, doesn't he or she have problems? The truth is that if you're able to contextualize life problem in the proper way, to have an abundance mentality, to know that this life is vast, to know that God works for you and not against you, and to realize that every situation is temporary, you will have a happy existence. I'd like to remind everybody that happiness is not a destination. Happiness is not that place where you get to, and then where you get to after you get married, after you have children, after you get a job, after you become rich, after you make it, after this and after that. Happiness is in the process of your journey of life. And then when you are in your journey, you focus. You don't compare yourself to anybody. You don't look at what others are doing. You don't allow yourself to be carried away by the things that are going on. I liken it to somebody that is driving on a journey. You all know how it is if you have learned how to drive, or if you are just learning, that you need to really focus on the road and nothing else but the road. The fact is, there are a lot of things distracting you. As you are, let's say you are taking a journey for a very long distance, and then you are passing by vegetation. There are undulating hills and mountains and plains and beautiful estates. There are houses. There are so many things. If you take your eyes off the road to focus on all those other things, you will definitely have an accident, or you may not reach where you are going. So you will need to focus on your own unique journey of life. Yes, there are distractions. There are bad neighbors. There are irritating siblings. There are family members. There are colleagues, that are grouchy and all that. There is so many things. There are problems and bills to pay and all that. Focus on what is important right now. When you are in a difficult situation and you don't know any way out, apart from calling your creator, do the next important thing right now. So yes, maybe your child is sick and you don't know what to do, and there's no even money to take the child to hospital. Why not right now? What can I do right now? If you need to stand up and just, bed the child, or you need to stand up and call somebody, whatever it is, you are depressed over something that's happened in your life from very long ago. If what you need to do right now is to call somebody, call the person. When you focus on the now and don't continue being in a loop of what should have been, what is going to be, and you focus on the now, your life will be centered.
That was really motivating to me. I don't know if it was to you. I hope it was too. But then, your day is incomplete without some exercise. Now let's keep fit.
Welcome back from our Keep Fit segment, and I know you had joined us to exercise this morning. And the next on our lineup is our health segment. And before we bring that to you, Appiah, there is something that is on my mind. It's all about medical checkup. Hope you are not guilty.
I'm obviously guilty.
Well, it is good we do a medical regular checkup always, because our health is very, very important to us. And on our health segment this morning, we are going to bring you a talk on COVID-19 vaccine. Please stay with us.
I'm here to say today that the COVID-19 vaccine, we encourage everyone to get these vaccines if we're going to fight this pandemic, because we cannot wave a magic wand and send COVID away. And there's lots of mutation as a result of this vaccine apathy. So the more people don't get vaccinated, the more the virus is going to mutate, and we'll be getting more deadly strains of this deadly infection. Now, who can take the COVID-19 vaccine? Currently in Nigeria, the vaccines are recommended for people over the age of 18 years. Right now, even though some studies are going on younger people below the age of 18 years. Which vaccines are available in Nigeria currently against COVID-19? Currently, we have the AstraZeneca vaccine and the Moderna vaccines available. How many doses of these vaccines do you need? 2 doses are adequate. The AstraZeneca can be taken between 8 to 12 weeks apart, while the Moderna vaccine can be taken 28 days apart. Yes, there are side effects to these vaccines, and side effects that are manageable, which we have treated also in the hospital and are rare. You might feel a slight pain on your arm, on the vaccinated arm, for a couple of days, which will pass away. Some people also experience complaints like malaise, which is just feeling unwell, a little bit weak. Some people might have a slight temperature. All these are manageable with simple medications like paracetamol, but you can also see your healthcare provider. With every medication, with every vaccination, most mothers will attest to an example like the pentavalent vaccine, which is given to babies at the age of 6 weeks. And we all know that it's a very trying time for these babies because of the side effect. So to say that the COVID-19 vaccine doesn't have a side effect would not be true, but these are very manageable side effects. And in medicine, we talk about the benefit versus the risk. No, the side effects that have been proven to the COVID-19 vaccine are not as critical and severe as the COVID-19 infection in itself. We also recommend that if there are any severe adverse reactions, these are also reported to the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, which are also escalated to the pharmaceutical companies. The vaccines can also be taken by women who are lactating. It has also been proven safe in them. And the vaccines can also be taken in people who have had COVID-19 vaccine. Another question, who have also had COVID-19 infection. Another question would be, can this vaccine cause a positive COVID-19 test if I'm traveling? No, it does not, because the vaccine does not have any component of the virus. Rather, it has proteins. The COVID-19 vaccine does not alter our DNA because it has no access to the nucleus of our cells where the DNA is located. So in no way can it alter the DNA in everyone. I would encourage everybody to get vaccinated against COVID. This is our best chance at fighting the pandemic and getting back to life as we know it. I encourage everyone to stay safe, adhere to the government outlined protocols in prevention of COVID-19, and have a blessed day.
Welcome back from our health section. I hope you have taken your COVID-19 vaccine, because I have. I don't know for Deborah, have you?
I was going to ask you that question because it seems so many persons have relaxed about the whole thing, and it's still right here with us. We should ensure we adhere to COVID-19 protocols and everything. Wash your hands, use of face masks, sanitizer, everything. Let's ensure we keep ourselves healthy. Well, let's go on a quick break.
This is called The Police, live on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
The least you and I can do is to assist them by making security our primary concern.
That is why we are here, to tell the citizens and residents of FCT that we are equal to the tax and we are going to do just what they have said.
Lowest minimum time possible, especially when the callers were able to get across to us quickly.
Security is everyone's business. This is why NTA Channel 5 Abuja is collaborating with the FCT Police Command in providing a weekly platform for up-to-date security check in the FCT. Join us for the real information every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station.
Many thanks for rejoining us. The program is still Good Morning Abuja for those of you that have just joined us. Now it is obvious and it is about that time that all of us must wake up to ensure we do something for our country, Nigeria, and not waiting for government to do everything for us. And to our conversation segment, I have with us in the studio this morning an entrepreneur. She is Halima Umar. Halima, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Halima Umar is a baker. She's an event planner, and I'm sure you do other things.
Plenty things. Anything that will bring money to the table.
So how do
if
you
it's legal.
put your time together to ensure you balance up?
It's just setting yourself up, prepare ahead. If I have a cake, maybe you call me for a cake for weekend. Today is Tuesday. I have a cake to deliver on Saturday.
Is Wednesday.
Sorry, today is Wednesday. I have a cake to deliver on Saturday. I bake. I love my cake being fresh.
Okay.
So I bake on Friday morning.
Okay.
I like it to cool. We give time, you cool before you cover the cake, which will be done, Friday night, stroke Saturday very early in the morning.
Okay.
I don't like delaying my customers. When you give me, I want my cake 1 p.m. Inshallah, at 12 p.m. You should get your cake.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you start all of this? Is it that you went to school to read, or you just all of a sudden you develop the interest and you find yourself in the world of events planning and baking?
Growing up, I've always been a food person. Okay. I love the kitchen.
Wow.
Because I remember back then, primary school, my school then, every Wednesday they take us to a center, we call it Home Economic Center, okay, where they teach us to, anything to do with baking, cooking. So when I come back home, I'll make sure I practicalize anything I was taught that day. So my mom knows, she set aside some pots for me. Then we didn't have oven, so we use this local, pots, burnt one, everything. She knows these ones, they are my own no-go area. Okay. Every Wednesday, she's looking forward for me coming back. What did they teach you today? This, that. Okay, what do you want? She'll give me money. I'll go to the market, get whatever it is, and come back and bake. So I grew up, In school, I studied economics. Wow. I have a BSc in economics from University of Abuja. But, Nigerian factor, like I said,
but it's
you
good.
just have to be,
you're contributing your quota.
Yes, you have to, get one or two things together and just to bring money to the table. I'm a wifey.
Yes.
I'm a mother of 4 beautiful children. So, you couple with everything, just to make money and to be happy. I love what I'm doing. I have passion for it. So maybe that's why I just stick to it.
Appiah, she says she's a foodie and she loves kitchen. How about you? Hope you are not.
I love, I'm already having the feeling of driving to her house after the show. I feel I'm going with you. To the
I know there will always be food available.
But then there's when you go to occasions, you see different kind of design, like a lot, like different, so beautiful. Are you like specialized in a specific design?
No.
Okay.
Anything you want.
Oh, okay.
As a customer, you tell me, okay, you want a cake. The first thing you ask, is it a birthday cake, a wedding cake, an anniversary cake? Okay, a birthday cake. The sex of the person, male, female, the age, okay, is a child, does the child loves cartoon character? What kind of, cartoon does the person, you just give that person what the child will say and say, wow.
And when it comes to like, not the cake design itself, like the decoration that you have in the specific
do you know, apart from, before we even get to that, what are you doing differently? We live in a world that competition thrives a lot.
Yes.
What are you doing differently to ensure that anytime you bring out your cake, it's a wow?
Yeah.
Learning every day. You learn new recipes.
Okay.
Like I had an encounter with a customer last month. A friend recommended me. So she called me, she needed a cake. I told her the price. She was like, okay, fine. What flavors do you want? We have different flavors. Okay, she wants red velvet, chocolate, and vanilla. I gave her the cost. She said, okay. Day of delivery, I called the boat, sent the cake out. So she now called me later in the evening. She was like, that she's disappointed. The cake is too small for that price, blah, 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 blah. She reported me to the person that, they say customer is always right.
Yes,
I didn't say
the customers, we are always right.
I didn't say anything. I let it go.
Okay.
I was shocked. A week later, I chat. Hello, Halima. Hi, Chinwe. She's able. Hi, Chinwe. She was like, I need another cake. I was like, and I said, cake. Okay, when? She told me the day. I said, which one do you want? She said, same type of cake. That she now screenshot her chat. I think she did the cake for someone.
Okay.
She now screenshot the chat she had with that person. That my colleagues love that cake. They said they've never had cake. So you see, it sometimes is not about the price, the cost of the cake.
Satisfaction.
Exactly. Just have a taste of it, then you can conclude. And afterwards, I think I've baked like 3-4 cakes for her. After, so you see, it's not about the price, but the quality of what she's getting. That's what entails cake. We have different. Okay, I'm buying a flour. You have Dangote in the market. You have Golden Penny. You have this. You have that. With different prices. So it's the quality of material used. Milk. Some people choose powdered milk, evaporated milk. The icing sugar. We have different prices, different. So it's depends on the quality of what you are giving out. That would determine your price. So a customer ordering a cake and you give the price and he goes and tastes the cake and come, oh, the price is worth it.
When she was talking, I was already imagining the cake before us.
I love cakes. I love cakes a lot.
So away from that, let's talk about event planning in FCT. How is it going? How is it in the Federal Capital Territory?
You've just said the Federal Capital Territory. Now there the thing they happen. They just believe once you're in Abuja, you have the money is there.
Yeah.
But so when you talk about event planning, you talk about the environment. There are areas you go to. Of course, you can go to, let's say, the outskirts of Abuja. There are places it's called Abuja that are within Abuja. So the price is different. Even if you're doing cake, of course, you can't compare buying a cake in Wuse, Gariki, Maitama, to cake you go to maybe Marabanya, Karu to go and get. The prices, the environment determines prices sometimes.
Okay.
Not all the times, but it determines. Because I can go to Wisena to get maybe a mudu of flour for 800. Somebody in Yanya buying mudu of flour for 600. Our case can be the same price.
Yes, true.
Exactly. So, event planning, it's hard work, but it's money. The money is there, but it's hard work. It's hard work, putting things together, you going to the venue as early as, sometimes you even go to bed a day, 2 days before, you know, to put things in place. It requires a lot of, you know, putting in more energy. So the money must come out beam. So as the energy is, you know, flowing, the money too should be enticing, so that, you know, you have this wow outcome. Yes.
But then, like you said, it's really hard work, event
Yes.
planning. So how do you combine this? If it is hard work, how do you combine event planning, family, baking, catering? Like, how do you combine all that together?
Like say, you plan it. My husband knows the kind of business I do. He's very supportive. My children know the kind of business I do. They know.
As far as they will eat. And eat food and
Mama,
yes,
Mama, this cake is for, this is something you see me do every day, but each time they see you baking a cake, why? Whose cake is this?
Yes.
It's for a customer, obviously. Who wants? I don't know. Do you know them? No. Are we going for the party? No. I don't know the person. Are you taking the cake? Sometimes, yes, I'm doing the delivery myself. Sometimes I say no. Both driver is coming to pick it up. So we are not going to the party. You are not going for the party. I don't know the person. So it's been fun. You know, when you have sweet family, a supportive husband around, and you know, your workforce as their employees, people you call around to help you put things together, everything will go out smoothly.
Okay, talking about market value, you know, it is often said that people in the Federal Capital Territory, they are always serious. You know, we are serious people.
Yes.
We are serious people. We go to offices, we sit down, we don't have time to go partying like our counterparts in Lagos.
Oh, I'm there.
How do you get value for your money in such a scenario?
Even in Abuja, just like you said, we are serious people. We still have the party people.
Okay.
You know, they are just codedly around. It's when, you know, you network, you mingle with people. That's when you get to know that there are people in Abuja that really love party. You see people, birthday. I saw somebody baking and ordering for a cake. I'm 6 months gone. Pregnancy, 6 months.
Yes.
Cake. So money plenty with that now. Pregnancy, you're doing a cake 6 months.
6 months ago.
Baby shower, you do cake. Yeah. You put to bed, naming ceremony, you do cake. You know, it goes on like that. There are people that they love party. It's not just Lagosians.
So
really.
Is this something that I can just wake up and assuming I want to learn how to bake or go into event planning, is this something I will just, you know, wake up and because of the money involved and see myself doing it, or I have to have that passion for it?
You have to go to school.
Go ahead to train for it.
You train for it, and you have to have passion for it.
Okay.
Because it's not just baking entails tailoring, art,
yes,
painting. Yes,
art.
We measure.
We
measure.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You use your tape as you're baking, as you're covering. You know, you measure some things. Art, mechanic, carpentry.
Hey.
Yes, in cake. So it depends on the, you know, what are you baking? What are you putting together?
You construct.
Yes. You construct sometimes. You know, some cakes you see them tingling to the left and see if they want to fall. So it's what?
So if I say you should bake a replica of me right now, it is possible, right?
Very possible, 100%.
So you're an architect.
Nah, lads, yes. Just bring the money.
Not a baker.
Yes.
Okay, at this point, we want you to advise the young ones or whoever that is having the interest but keep postponing. I will do it. The platform is yours now. Advise us, because my earlier intro, I said we must not sit down and wait for
government to do everything
for us. So advise all of us.
Yeah, cake industry, catering industry, event planning industry, it's a big wall on its own, and there's a lot of money inside. There's a lot of money. You just have to have, you know, the passion. Go to school, learn. You see a cake, you know, ask questions. How did you get this? You know, okay, in the media world now, you know, you have YouTube, people say, I will learn it. You know, there are things that you have to have hand on decks, practice.